News right now, more fallout from the Tyre Nichols case tonight, and it likely means several, if not dozens, of bad guys will be allowed to go free. That's what happens when you start looking into other cases handled by a disgraced group of Memphis cops who stand accused of killing an unarmed suspect. Those 5 officers were part of the now disbanded Scorpion unit, and today the Shelby County DA's office said at least 30 cases will be thrown out. Those cases now tainted because they were handled by these 5 former officers after the Nichols case. Their testimony would obviously have zero credibility in helping prosecutors get convictions. Our Stephen Pimpo is at 201 Poplar tonight with more on the widening impact of what happened after Tyre Nichols.
In addition to the dismissals, the DA's office also reduced the charges in at least 12 more. That adds up to nearly 100 cases involving the former officers on MPD's Scorpion unit charged in Tyre Nichols' death.
I've never seen the DA's office have to dismiss so many cases because of one incident.
That was attorney Claiborne Ferguson's reaction after the Shelby County prosecutors announced they have no choice but to dismiss at least 30 more cases involving the 5 former Memphis police officers charged in the death of Tyre Nichols, including several of his own clients.
We knew that the Scorpion unit was using excessive force on most of our cases. We were aware of that. We just never had it where it was so obvious and so well documented on film.
Attorney Murray Wells says there are 2 main factors leading to these dismissals.
One, no defense lawyer is going to let any of those 5 testify under oath to anything. And second, if they did, they would be impeached immediately on their actions.
And while Wells says that could increase the number of possible excessive force victims to come forward,
that opens up the city to much broader litigation. It's going to be very easy for anybody to make that claim now.
Both he and Ferguson say it means an untold number of crime victims will never get the justice they deserve.
You've got people who were probably victims of excessive force, and then you have the people who were victims in the community who now will not get justice.
All due to the release of as many as 30 potentially violent or dangerous criminals who will now escape punishment thanks to what these 5 officers did one night in January that the whole world has now seen.
And those people are going to be on the streets only because of the actions of the officers regarding Tyre Nichols.
In Memphis, I'm Stephen Pimpo.
All 5 officers are expected to file pre-trial motions in court tomorrow morning. We'll be there to let you know what happens.